See that? Can you see my mustache? That's what happens when you have to just let your beard grow instead of going to the barber. So hideous. It's way too close. Okay, I'll back up. I'm gonna refocus here. Refocus. Focusing. Focus. Okay. Oh, hey. So, I made a video last week where I talked about planting stuff outside or planting stuff in trays. Someone had said, oh, can I buy seeds? Or how am I supposed to buy seeds if I can't leave the house? So right now, as everyone should be aware, there is a pandemic. People have been told to leave their house unless it's an absolute necessity. So that's kind of a valid point. But that being said, there is no reason to stay home and not do anything. You could still go out. You can call businesses and order seeds or flowers or food and then go and pick it up from that business. So that's what I did. I called Minter Gardens in Chilliwack and I said, do you guys have any microgreen seeds? They said, I have 2 packs left. And so I said, oh, can I order them? So I went, picked them up, paid for them there, and everything was good. But then I also told that guy, or that individual, that you can order seeds online. And so to prove a point, I ordered these 2 packs of seeds from Amazon. They are also microgreens. One is a salad mix, one is a spicy mix. They're 150 grams each. They are grown in Canada. They are non-GMO and certified organic. And believe it or not, these 2, there's 300 grams here. 2 of those were cheaper than 2 of these from West Coast Seeds. These are 50 grams each and they're 16 bucks. These are 150 grams each and both of them together was under $30. There's also a good website, grower out of Saskatchewan, I believe. It's Mums Seeds, M-U-M-M-S. It's very similar. You can, instead of a mix, you can get a single variety. But anyways, part of the reason that I chose microgreens to get as seeds is because right now a lot of people are kind of facing some food security issues. They might be running out of food or want to grow their own food and experiment with it anyways. And they might want food sooner than later. Let's face it, sometimes people, including myself, can be very impatient when they're growing food or like waiting for food or just hungry and thinking about salads. So we're going to grow microgreens because it only takes a couple weeks to grow them. So that's what I'm going to show you people how to do. I'm going to show you how to plant microgreens in a tray. Okay, so this is our tray. It's got soil in it. It's not that much soil. It's like about 1 inch deep there. So like up to my first knuckle. Not a whole lot. You just kind of want to like put it in there, pat it down a bunch, make sure it's kind of level. This is just regular potting soil, kind of like the other stuff. With microgreens, it's not super important to fertilize them ever because you're going to chop them up way sooner than you would normal seeds. So then we're going to make sure this is all patted down. All the big clumps are kind of broken up. Then we're going to take our watering can and we're going to moisten the soil. Not a lot, just a little bit. Spill it everywhere. Just make sure you gotta spill it everywhere. It's really important that you make sure that you really spill it or else you're not watering properly. Okay, so then what we're going to use we're going to use this microgreen blend just because smaller, less. If you look at the instructions on the back, it'll tell you, oh, there you go, boom, focused. It'll tell you like how many seeds or like volume of seeds or whatever per size of tray. So like this says for, well, it says to fill it with 2 inches of soil, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use an inch because they don't need that much soil. And then it says to a 14 by 5.5 inch tray, which is smaller than this, we're supposed to use 1 to 2 tablespoons, but we're not even going to measure because basically we're just going to eyeball it. So we're going to take this. That's what it looks like. There's just a whole whack of seeds in there, different variety of seeds. In here there's amaranth, red mustard, sorrel. Sorrel's really good. Kometsuna, shunginku. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of those properly, but whatever. This is the first time I've ever done microgreens, so this could go... What else is in here? I don't know. Okay. This is the first time I've done it, but I've watched a couple videos, kind of like you people are doing right now, and it just says to spread them kind of like evenly on here. Spreading it. Spreading it. Oh, there's a huge clump there. Some bare spots over here. Got up right to the edges, you know. And then you water it in. We got our handy watering can again. Make sure that we're going to drip water all over the place. And we just go for it. Water them in. That looks like it's fairly saturated. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. And then just like with the other starters that we did, the other seeds, we're gonna take our dome and put it on top. And we're gonna take our light, because we're trapped in Jordan's basement and there's no windows down here. Boom. Shellac block, boom. Stay. And then in 3 weeks we should be able to eat all of our little microgreens. Look at that. You can see them like they're right there on the surface. Wow. Okay. So microgreens sound super lame. They're not as glorious as like a full-grown beet or radish, but they taste really good, and they only take 3 weeks to grow. They're the fastest food source that you're going to get. In another video, I'll show you how our other seeds are doing. Some of the seeds were really old that we planted. They were just leftover seeds that we had laying around. They, surprisingly, a bunch of them have sprouted since the last video, so yeah, well, I'll show you. Yeah, microgreens. I don't know. You can, one thing that I did find out is you can actually plant them in stages, so you could do one container. Just to be totally clear, I have zero expectation that people are going to have all this stuff. People might not have lights. We'll go over lights on another video. People, right now it's super sunny outside. I don't know if you looked out the window or gone for a bike ride or a walk to attempt to be healthy, but it's really glorious outside. You don't need those little stupid trays. You could plant them in a bucket. You could plant them in... You could plant them in something like this. You could plant them in an old milk jug if you just chop it in half. Something like this. If you take this This is distilled water. If you take this and you like cut it in half, jab some holes in the bottom with a nail, as long as it drains, you can fill it with soil. You could fill it with potting soil. You could get some cheap potting mix, whatever. Just do the best you can. Stuff will grow in there. So, yeah, just trying to help you guys out. Gotta look after each other. It's a hard time right now. And, yeah, there'll be another video. Okay.